Alright guys, here we go. I'm streaming live. Algo Aspire here. We missed a nice trade unfortunately, but we are here today to get this money. I didn't make any trades today at all. Unfortunately, I missed a really great trade. I guess next time we're gonna be more ready. That 8:30 news came in and really paid well. But yeah, we got our chart set up. We're going to keep on looking for the next sell zone. As you can see, we got a 15-minute chart, bearish. Um, again, if you hear me talking, sometimes I'm going to be talking to people on Discord. So just be aware. And if I'm not speaking, I might be on a phone call or whatever. But yeah, we're here. First day of doing live, and we're going to make this money. So this is going to be a profitable day. You know, we're going to stick to our rules. We're not going to do anything different. We're just going to wait for our setup and trade properly. All right, so just stand by. Let's enjoy the day. Let's get this money. Yeah, guys, we are streaming live on YouTube right now, so um, nobody else can hear you guys. It's just me that can hear you. Uh, so right now we're just waiting for the charts to present. Oh boy. Let's see, we're getting a little bounce here. That's my buy zone. That's marked out. We actually hit the buy zone that I predicted we hit yesterday, and I actually did it today. Uh, yeah, I did it today. Yesterday was around here. I thought, and I had a buy zone just around here. And as you can see, it did it today. Pushed through that and went to the last buy zone. So I do expect a bounce. Right now, we should be looking for, I think, what was it, 9:35? 9:45 news. It's the next one. Right now it's 8:58, so we got 30 minutes before, 32 minutes before market opens. So I do expect a bounce here. I expect it to possibly push up this high, but this is a pretty big bounce if it does retrace that. Usually, whenever it does a retrace, it should do it halfway. We do have equilibrium here. It's not much selling until right to this zone. Right there. Well, you got a lot of selling right here. Nothing but selling, or right in this area. So if we were to bounce, we probably only hit this area, which is pretty much halfway of this candle. Recently, we've been having to use a 30-minute chart for our buy and sell zones. Has been a little difficult finding buy and sell zones on a 15-minute chart. So you can see we have this huge fair value gap that just formed on the 15-minute chart. It shows that we just hit a sell zone right there based on the 15-minute chart. Couldn't take the trade anyway. Everything's yellow. Candles are yellow, so we're not trading those. Which is a little odd that the volume went so strongly to yellow, which means it's medium. Now it's back to being strong again. But yeah, we did hit a sell zone right there. Red, but we're right back into the buy zone. And we hit the previous low. So you're not taking this trade. If you do, you're at high risk of losing. If we had to be in the trade, we needed to be in at the open of this candle. This needed to have been red or so, at least orange, and then we could have took this candle. That would have been a $24 move we would have made. We would have been out at previous low. Whatever was in our way. Got to remember the targets as well. Let's see if there's any targets down there. Yeah, there's a discount that was there. So we would have probably made like a $20 move or so, which would have been fine. $400. We'll take it. There was no target in the way, it was just previous low and discount that was in the way. So we would have been out of that trade if this was orange. And my settings here are 7. Also, you could have taken the trade because I just found this new indicator yesterday as I was doing some homework. It's called the rate of change bands. And I got those settings at 6.3, close 6.3, rate of change bands. And so that's similar to the RSI. When if it's above for the move down, whenever it's above that top band and it presents, then it's a good trade. Once it goes below that lower band, then it's time to get out of that trade. So this says we still have more room to drop. But again, this is just giving us more confirmation that we should go in our direction that we're looking for, which is if something is in the way, we're gonna get out. So we're not changing our exits. We're gonna still get out if something is in the way. But for you to grab a short here, you can see how this line is at the bottom, so to grab a short here would not be wise. And over here you can see my calculator says 58%, right? So I'm gonna show you guys this, so you guys can see how it is accurate. It is very accurate. Where is it? Yep, right here. So you can see right here how it says 58%. So now you guys know it is very accurate. Let's take a look at the news again. It is at 9:45. Chicago PMI. It looks like it's not a big market mover. 10 o'clock looks like the big market mover here. Core PCE. Yeah, we're gonna try to get 2 trades. We're definitely gonna get one for sure. And if the second one presents well enough, we'll catch that one too. If not, we're not gonna force anything. If it presents, it presents. based off the 15-minute chart. There's a sell zone right there. So I'm going to bring that down to that area. Right there at the fair value gap, it starts, and all this, a lot of selling on this 15, nothing but selling, all in this area here. We'll move this out the way. And we're going to go to a 30-minute chart. Let's do some comparisons on this. And same thing, 30-minute chart, a huge fair value gap. And the buy zone could be extended down to here. We could start pushing down more. Let's go to a 1-hour chart because we have a 4-hour chart. We need to see where this buying might really come in at. So you can see how here is all selling. Selling, selling, selling. Oof. This may come down pretty hard. There's nothing but selling on this 4-hour chart. It should bounce here though, as you can see. Based on this, we could bounce here. Based on these levels. Let's go to a 12-hour chart. Okay, so we got buying right in this range. Down to here. This is a little difficult to see, I'm not gonna lie on this one. Where the buy zone really is at, because there's nothing but mostly selling, and not until you get to the 12-hour chart. We got some buying here, but I feel like this is going to try to target a previous low on some time frame. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Yeah, okay, the daily chart is a little clearer because we got this fair value gap that was formed with that line there. So I believe we're gonna come down to that area, this fair value gap on the daily chart. And you can see here, yeah, so we should come down to that fair value gap. Got some buying here, get a bounce to the sell zone for rejection and make that money. This actually should be down just a tad bit right about there. And that's it. This is our setup for today. We're going to look for price to hit into here. Obviously, I think 930, based off how it's moving right now, we're going to probably push to this buy zone, push back up to the sell zone, and we catch out short from the sell zone. It might come as high as 358. Let's take a look at my targets. Okay, we got a 374 area. Most of my targets are kind of, those are weak targets. The strong target starts at 424.55. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. I think it's something, so 422.61. That's the next strong target. That's a sell target here. Right down here, we're in this just says we're extremely oversold right now. That's what this is telling me based on my targets. We're in oversold area, so we're definitely going to look for a push back up, hit a target, get rejected. This is a really good target for it to hit. These targets are going to keep on adjusting as the day goes on. So if this keeps on falling, these targets are automatically going to adjust and recalculate on its own, which is a beautiful thing. And then, yeah, so based on the 15-minute chart, this makes things a lot clearer. So this is how I can also get some good areas of knowing where we're probably going to bounce at. So 19,146, we got a top green line target on the 15-minute chart. So so this trend is saying we're still bullish, and we're going to get probably a bounce up for 146. So expect it to hit around 146 today and possibly see a bounce. Right now we got a 310 target to the upside there. Got a 318 as the next target to the upside on the 1 minute chart. And let's take a look at a 1 hour chart. Let's see how we're hitting the target right now. 239. We had a previous low. Got another previous low right here at 218. It's 911 right now. This could be targeting the 200 moving average as the day goes on. So Friday we could be hitting the 1 hour 200 moving average. For right now, every time we hit that 200 moving average, we get a strong bounce off of it. So we could come down, hit it tomorrow, Friday, even today. If we hit that, we're gonna probably get a bounce off of there. If we close below it, then definitely expect a push down to at least top green line at 554.96. 18,000, 554.96. So the previous low here, 216. More than likely, we're gonna probably more than likely hit that 216 at this previous low. And as you can see here, we got a target at 217.90. So more than likely, we're gonna sweep that previous low, and we're gonna get a bounce because we're oversold, and we should push right back up from there into the sell zone for us to catch a short. It may not do that. We could just bounce here, push up, and then it'll target that 216 after it hits the sell zone. That's what it'll be running down to. So it doesn't have to do it now. We did sweep one previous low here, and we're in discount on a 15-minute chart. So us bouncing from here is very highly likely. But what could be happening is that we sweep this low, push up, push back down, sweep the next low, push up, and create higher lows and lower lows, creating a bearish trend. Right now, we just started the whole change of structure because we were creating higher lows. So we were staying bullish. As you can see, a low here, higher low, higher low. So now that we swept this low and this low and this low, it's going to push up, create a lower high, push down, create a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, creating a bearish trend. Yeah, let's get back to this chart. It's probably a lot clearer on this chart, as you guys can see, a little easier to read on TradingView. This would have been a nice trade right here too. This was in yellow. I would have definitely took this one. took this short right here. But two yellow candles. If it was orange, yes, I would have definitely taken it short on this candle. These three stayed orange. All right, 15 more minutes. Market will be open. Prepare yourselves for battle. I'm streaming live, OG Mall, but nobody can hear you. I don't have you guys on there. OG Mall says, "What's up?" All right, guys. Remember, we write out what we are trying to do for the day, and we have our saying of my job is to execute my strategy, not to win every trade. I am the casino, not the gambler. Each trade is just one of many. My edge plays out over time. I will only take trades that fit my strategy. That's how we're gonna win. That's how we're gonna change lives here. Stay focused, stay patient, get this money. It's 9:18. So I may not be able to say that I jumped into a trade, but you all could see that whenever I do, um, again, if you don't hear me speaking, sometimes I might be on a phone call or whatever. But you'll see me execute the trade. This also is massive. Um, I think I'm gonna move this back up to here. This zone is just massive self zone. Go to the fair value gap, have it to where it makes sense for it to have to run back to something significant. So don't care. We could have been done for the day in 2 trades. This candle right here and this candle over here would have been done already. Then we could have caught our first one since we missed those two right here. If this was orange, then we would have caught our trade here. So it's 3 opportunities, 2 definites and 1 that didn't match our strategy. So I'm not gonna even worry about that one. But these 2 we should have grabbed. This one. Oh, this one no, because you can see how we were below already. So, but this one, yes, we should have been in this trade. And I literally just came back to my computer and saw it, and I missed it. So I did not want to chase it. It's 9:22. I won't be surprised to see this run up to 412 at this point. That's what the bottom red line target readjusted itself to 412.39. I won't be surprised if it runs up to that area to get rejected from there. It's around this price right here. Oh, trading in Q. Won't be surprised. So we hit this this area. This was a buy based off of the daily chart. There's a fair value gap here, so I'm gonna leave that there. I believe we're gonna hit that buy zone. It's gonna hit that fair value gap today. Well, doesn't have to do it today. It doesn't have to. You can see here, like it just tapped it on Friday, and it got that big pop. Came back down, but it didn't get to it. I'm sure a lot of people were probably expecting that to happen. Whoever looked at the daily chart was probably expecting it to hit this level for buys, and it just hit into this buy zone here and got the push up. Then this was yesterday, creating higher lows, and now it broke that. Got to change the structure on the 15-minute chart. I expect it to hit into this fair value gap. That's what I expect it to do. Get rejected, possibly straight down to this buy zone. And I expect it to probably go halfway of this fair value gap, around here. 9:25, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We're gonna be making this money. Be ye ready. So even this Bollinger Bands is showing that we're consolidating. Like the trend is not as strong anymore. All right, all right, all right. Getting closer. We're getting closer. You guys know the deal. 928. We expect some volume to really kick in. 928. Like clockwork. You see how this is going to be a really good short because we're already overbought based off of the um, change rate. Yeah, rate of change. Hmm. There it is. 928. 928. Push right into this level. There we go. We just hit the sell zone. Now, if we close below this Jurek line, we could take the short. Understand that this is a higher time of volatility, people. So you may have to move your stop loss above the previous highs, previous lows. But yeah, we hit that level. We hit that sell zone. I would like to see it go deeper into the sell zone, to be honest with you. But we hit that fair value gap. Right? We are exactly 10 seconds away from market open to hear that bell ringing. We're going to stay calm. We're going to stay chill. We're going to just take our entry based off this strategy. Here we go. Ah, that was a hard drop. We're going to have to wait for a bounce on that one. All right. Let's come on. Just give us a nice little bounce. Mm. That would have been a nice little payout. That would have been a fast pay. That would have been like in out. Dang. Yeah, it was. We're not gonna chase this, people. We're not gonna chase this. Ah, they're gonna make today difficult. They're making it difficult for us to get trades today. That's what they're trying to do. We can't. We're not gonna chase that. We're not jumping into that. That candle's way too large. We'll wait for a bounce. Ah. All right, here we go. It was bouncing. Come on, just push up some more, please, and Q, so we can get this trade. Everything was perfect on that. They just had to go savage on it and drop it massively hard. Might hit that Jurek line for a short. Got very close to it. Mm. Yeah, it's too late. We can't touch it. We already hitting the bottom line, so this could just change trend now. So we're not going to touch this at this Jurek line. We're leaving it. It can still push down, but it's not worth it. Let's just leave it. We'll wait for the next one. Rate of change is saying not to touch it, so we won't touch it. They did us dirty, people. They did us dirty this morning. They did us dirty. Yeah, we could, I feel like this is gonna still drop, to pay us something, but I'm not gonna take any chances. If something's not 100%, then what's the point of trading it? Why lose money whenever we could just wait for the next beautiful setup? We could wait for the next one. And if you did take that trade, you'd have had to get out because it was a target in a way anyway. Right at what was it, 254. So it's literally right at the bottom of this. This hit a low of 255. Yeah, you'd have been out. I used to do $2 above or below the target, meaning that since we were coming down to the target, I would have done $2 above it. So I'd have been out of that trade. It wouldn't have paid much. It wasn't worth it. And look at this strong bounce. Probably gonna right now. I expect this to probably push deeper into the sell zone, and it'll present for us from there and pay us nicely. And then if you caught this trade here at the open, you had to get out at the previous low because that was in the way. So you'd have been in at 237, and previous low was at 232. 232. Yeah, so that's not even worth taking a trade. That wasn't worth it. I'm not trying to trade no peanuts. I want to get a $25 move, at least 20. All right, we hit the sell zone again. If this presents, we could take it. Um, Again, if it does present and we take it, 254 is now a target. So we would get out at 284, at 252. Oh, sorry, 256. And I'm going to take this. I'm in. Going to 256. Yeah, I just got tapped out. That was that. It was a target in a way. What did I make? What did I sell? What? Oh, because it moved it. All right, so we caught one trade. What we at? I'm not sure how much I made on that. Let me see. Hold on. OG Mo, you caught that with me? Or no? It was just moving too fast. Just now. Just now. Yeah, I made 124 bucks. I mean, it could go down to the previous low, but a target was in a way, so I'm out. I took 124 bucks. It is what it is, people. You know what we're gonna do today? It wants to act silly with us, so yeah, it was a target in a way, unfortunately. So I wish I could have helped with a $25 move, but all right. So we got one trade down. Got one more to go. You know, we're only doing 2 trades a day. We followed the strategy. Hit the sell zone. Close below. Candles are red. You know, we take it. Unfortunately, he's push it down more. It's heartbreaking this morning. He was breaking my heart today. You know, what can I do though? Oh man. But you know, ink you paid. Take what we can get. That wouldn't have paid us much anyway, even if we took the first one. OG Mall. Let me see if. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on live. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Say what you said, Jamal. OG Mall.
Oh, I was saying we would have had to jump in right in that open.
Yeah.
But we missed it, so you know, trying to catch that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Hit the sell zone. We need to be in right at the open of this candle 9:30, and that's not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's just silliness. If we did that, it's heartbreaking to see this come down. Like I said, you guys could trade at from zone to zone. As obviously you could see it went from zone to zone here. You could have targeted previous lows. It did that. Um, it went to the discount. You know, you could have traded to that. But again, if something's in our way, we're out. That's it. We're
Mm-hmm.
out. As you can see here, um, it was safe for us to take this trade because the rate of change wasn't below this line anymore. So we had some room for it to drop down. Right here, you definitely should be out of this trade. You should not. If you hold in this trade, you should be out right now. There's no reason to still be in this trade. Whoever's holding this, you should be out of this trade right now. Stop being greedy. Because if you're holding this, you're just being greedy. That's all that means. You're not even.
Yep.
You're just
Just
being
catch the
greedy.
next one.
We're inside of a buy zone. We're hitting discount. We got rated change saying we're oversold. And yes, it could stay oversold for longer, but why take that risk whenever you're up nicely already? From entry up here at 260 and this thing's at 198. Stop being greedy. Get out. And you guys might think, oh, this guy's a punk. He sold mad early for no reason. Nah, there's a reason. Trust and believe. My
It'll
targets
burn
don't
you.
lie.
Yeah.
My targets don't lie. I'm telling you. You're gonna regret trying to hold past the target. Trust me. You will regret it.
He said men lie, women lie, targets don't.
If that's the truth. Targets do not lie. Let me show you my targets right now. You guys will see this. It's going to like I said, it's going to the fair value gap on the daily chart. You know, I also said yesterday we are going to go to that buy zone, and guess what? It never did. It didn't do it till today. So, you know, we don't know what it's gonna. We never know what the market's gonna really do. We just have like I said yesterday, we have a great educated guess of what it's probably gonna do, but we don't know exactly what it's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Market do whatever it wants, whenever it wants, however it wants, and if it wants to rip your throat out, it will. So we're gonna go to this bottom. We're way oversold right now on this 1 minute chart because we're below this target right here. I have it this color. This tells me what's going on. So we're below this light blue target. We're extremely oversold right now. Extreme oversold. We're in the extremes. But like I said earlier this morning, we could probably hit this. We're gonna come down to this target, top green line target on a 15-minute chart. We should get a bounce off of there. We should get a bounce off this top green line target, 146. Let's get this one last trade. We just need one more, people. Just one more. Let's get the full $25 move. I want the full 25. I want the full 25. What made you? I think you just said you just got to your chart or something like that, OG Mo. Did you?
Yeah, I walked away.
Okay.
I just walked away for a second.
And then you missed that entry.
Yeah, missed that bad boy. Crazy, man. You can blink and miss it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me this morning. I went to the bathroom, came back, I missed my entry for that 832 entry right here. As soon as I came back, this candle was started dumping. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed my trade. And then it bounced, and I was like, I'm not gonna take this short because look where it was at. This was below the Bollinger Band line whenever it was over here, so I'm not gonna take that short. Let it be. So even now, like I was saying, yeah, you should be out of the trade, but it could stay oversold for a longer period of time. Yes, we know that, but it's still not worth risking. Today works, but for the next 3 days it doesn't work, or the next 3 trades it doesn't work out for you. So don't take that chance. So why risk it? Got a quick easy money, and we rolled out. I do
Mm-hmm.
wish I made at least $200. That's like, all right, cool, you made $200. That's a $10 move. That's cool. Um, but I needed to go to. I think I needed to get to like 227 or something like that to get that move because my entry was at open 263. So I needed to go to 253, and I went to 256. So I was $3 away from getting a $200 move.
Mm.
So I could have put $200 in my pocket on the first trade, which would have been great. But
Yeah,
it
you'll
is what
catch
it
the next
is.
one.
Yeah, we'll catch the next one, and I pray that will be a nice $25 move. Ooh, these candles are large and in charge. Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yep. A lot of you youngins probably don't know about that. That was a movie, Pee Wee's Adventures. He was on
Oh.
a quest to find his bicycle. That was the whole premise of the movie. His bicycle got stolen, so he's on a quest to find his bicycle.
Oh.
I'm a rebel, a loner, Dottie.
Yeah, Pee Wee was that guy.
Mm. Based off how this is moving right now, people, we might go all the way back down to the previous low here. We might be going back into this range. Really. As you can see, we got a couple of fair value gaps out here, though. And they're pretty massive, so it's got a lot to break through. It's got a lot to break through. Just created another fair value gap here. So we'll put our sell zone here. This one is a tricky one because we're inside both the buy zone and sell zone. So we're going to be careful with this one. We should consolidate and push back up, I expect it, based off what I'm seeing on this chart. But yes, like I said, we're going to hit that target. We hit the target on a 15-minute chart. I'll show you guys here. So we hit that target on the 15-minute chart, a buy target. So I do expect us to probably push up, but it might present for us to grab a short. And then we got discount right at 140, around there. I really don't want this to present here, to be honest with you. I want this to push up here. It's not giving us much room to make money. So I really do want to push up. There you go. Go ahead and break out. Break back up. Break back up off that buy target. We don't have to take a trade just because it presents, people. We could leave it alone. And because of where it's at, I'm going to leave it alone even if it does present. I'm going to leave it. Kind of want to see this push into this area here, 550, the 55 level. Hit the sell zone again. We're inside the sell zone. So yes, you could have bought here at the target. You know, that would have been a great trade for buys if you bought at this target here. That would have been a great move. 146. But we're not trading like that's not a strategy. I'm just pointing out we knew that this was going to more than likely bounce from there, and a buy entry would have been nice. That's a whole nother strategy. We're not trading like that. Our strategy is following the trend and waiting for a jerk, for a close below the jerk after it hits the sell zone. That's the strategy. But you guys could trade however you want. I'm showing you my strategy and how I make money with this strategy every day. Right now, what's my win rate? Let's look at the win rate. 83% win rate. And no, I don't have that many trades yet to brag about it, but you know, 5 trades, 1 loss out of 6, 1 loss out of 6 trades. 83% win rate. Yeah, so hit that 55 area. No, just missed it. Didn't hit it yet. We got selling up here too. Really, the sell zone that I really want to see it hit is back up here. What we hit this morning. That would be nice. Get a nice rejection there. 72,000. Got 83,000 here. So we could hit just right there and then dump. If we do close below this jerk at any time, we could take this short. It's already very we're hitting sell zones. You know, this sell zone is extremely large. I just want to see it push back up into this range though. to give us a really good area for a drop. Right here is a great sell zone. It usually retests the previous lows as resistance and then drops. So I'm going to draw a line area here as well. There, which is a 55 level. Cross that out. All right, with orange, we could take this short if it presents, if it closes below. Now it's red, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I'm in there.
Let's go.
And we have discount at 141. Adjust my stop loss previous highs. Could get out right here to play it safe, which I will do. Play it safe. $158.75 is where I'm getting out at.
Oh shit, I forgot I left that shit on. Oop.
You want to move?
Yeah.
What
I took 205 on that.
Nice.
I had to turn this shit off.
price?
My entry is at 19,176, getting out at 158.75.
So that was the number 156 you getting out?
158.75, I'm getting out.
Oh.
Entry 176. OG Mall walked away already with $250 in his pocket.
Alright, call. Alright, now I can go back to this computer.
And I just got tapped out. That's it. Trading for me for the day. Could have went a little more because of the discount for Thinkorswim is a little lower, while the discount on TradingView is a little higher. So that's why I said I'm playing safe. As you can see, we still have more room to drop on this trade. Yeah, I'm fine with it. It doesn't matter. Money is money. Profit is profit. All right, so let's tally it up. What we got for the day. And we made, come on, give me my stats. Give me my stats, people. Come on, 463 today. I'm not that happy with it, but profit is profit. I wanted to be in this 500 range, at least for the day. It's 2 trades is all I try to do. I mean, 463, it is what it is. That's it. That's all we could do. We're going to shut it down. We're shutting it down. We're not trying to play games. We're not playing around. We're shutting it down. We're shutting it down.
We're getting kind of close to.
So let's plug this in. 463. Right, that's what I said. Bugging out, just other thing. Yeah, 463.60. 463.60 for the day. Let's see where we're at on our percentage. We have 45% consistency. Looking beautiful. We already had a profit in 3 days of $2,000.47. We have another $3,952 to go to get our goal of $6,000. And we're looking good. 45%. It's keeping it. We're staying in our range. And maybe, hopefully, tomorrow we'll do better. So tomorrow's saying that we got to make $564. at least in order to stay on our consistency and to get to our goal of 6,000. So hopefully tomorrow's gonna be better, easier. I mean, today was easy. You know, it was nothing scary about it. It was presented twice for us. It's just things were in our way. That's the unfortunate part of this. That we would have made our money here. Definitely should be out right now because we're below this. The rate of change is already below the line, so there's no reason for you to be in this trade anymore. You should be out of this trade. Now you might say, "Oh, but you said the same thing on the last trade, and look how far it went." Yep, yep, yep. It did go down far, but this time around, it might not go that far. Can't make every trade this. Every trade is not the same. Everything is not the same. And you're like, "Oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Look at this thing dropping." All right. Today, yes, you guys might be right today. You might be right. But tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, I might be right. So, just based off experience, don't try to force the chart to do something that it doesn't really want to do, or saying that it can't do.
This thing is dropping.
I know it's sickening that that it's doing this, but you know what can we do? You know, come on, people. This is it is what it is. It's all right. The best part of this is that we made money today. We followed the strategy. The strategy presented, and it there's nothing else that we could do. We followed the rules. Something was in the way, so we had to roll. And it was on. Unfortunately, I normally don't really watch this one too much. This discount zone because it's very large compared to Thinkorswim. As you can see, let me show you guys Thinkorswim. See how it pushed down and went to that previous low as well. I got out. What did I get out? Right over here. So I got out really, really high compared to where it went down to. So I could have made my full $500 move, but I made it $300 moves. Come on, that's still good. A little bit over $15 move. I'm cool with that. I really like to say at least get $20 moves. You know, that makes me feel a lot better because it's $400. And if you get two $20 moves, that's $800, and I'm very happy with that. But two $25 moves is my goal. But yeah, if anything's in the way, we're out. I don't care. I don't care. See, OG Bone likes to wait for it to pull back into this. This is why he made 250 and was already out in the same candle, because he likes to wait for it to pull back to the Jurek line. Hey, OG Bone, why don't you explain to them? Well, they can't see, so I'll explain to them. He likes to wait for it to pull back to the Jurek line. He tries to get it cheaper. I don't like to hesitate. I like to just get in because of times like this where it just drops, and then you're in and out. So if you wait for this to try to push up to this Jurek line, then you miss this trade. If this presented, now you missed this short, and it paid you in that time, and now you're chasing into this trade because you're like, oh, I missed it, and it's pushing down. Now you're jumping in, and then you only walk away with a few dollars while I'm walking away with 500. And guess what? OG Mo walked away with 250, and I walked away with over 3. I'm not bragging or anything like that. It's still the fact that we both still made money, and both things don't really matter so much. It's still the fact that sometimes I don't make. He makes the 250 or 300, and I'm making 100 and some change because I got in right at open and hit the target, so it's only paying me $150 while he's walking away with $400 sometimes because he waited for it to pull to the Jurek line. So both of them has its purpose, but I like to just get in as soon as it opens. I don't want to hesitate. I'm in that trade without questioning because it's presenting. So it's telling me based off of everything that we're seeing, chances of this turning around and pushing up is very low. So get into the trade. Don't hesitate. But you guys could do whatever you want, just as OG Mo does. He waits for it to pull to the Jurek line, or at least gets close to it or something. He wants to see some type of pullback towards it, which is fine. Everybody has their own style. You don't have to follow every single thing that I'm doing. Whatever your style is, rock your style. And as long as it pays, it pays. If your style is not working, then maybe you should follow me or OG Mo. If you're just losing, then don't trade your style. But if your style allows you to win and you see this helps you, then great. Trade your style. That's what Ujima was doing. He says, "Oh yeah, this strategy works out nice, but I also like to wait for it to pull back to this Jurek line, and that's okay, cool. Do your thing. So if it's working for you, you're getting paid from it. Keep on doing it. Don't stop."
Get it.
Those youngins don't know about that either, bro. They don't know about that. Don't stop. Get it. The youngins don't know. Our era was better for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Man, it presented 4 times.
Yeah, we could have got. What was it? Yeah, we got one trade right there. That was one right here. This one I'm not going to even count because it didn't give us the colors we needed. So we only got one trade at 832, and then we got the second trade 936, and then a third trade at 952.
Al got that. You got that too, Al? We're probably on his joint. I thought he was on a joint.
I gotta take this call.
Hopefully, you got some bread, Al. Thumbs up. Get it. Thumbs up. Right.
All right, people. I'm back. Just got a phone call. All right, yeah, that's really it. There's nothing else we could do. We got our 2 trades. There's nothing else. It was already 10 o'clock. We traded within 30 minutes of the day. I mean, I don't know how many people are making almost $500 in 30 minutes, other than doctors. So yeah, I mean, we are doing very well. We made $2,047 in the last 3 days. As you can see, we got three days worth of trading going towards our 10 days. Um, um, yeah, we got 3 trades out of our 10. You can see that we got our stats where our daily target for tomorrow is going to be $564 to get our goal amount of 6,000. We had a 45% consistency. I should actually add in. I'm also add into this code the. Let's see if I can try to add in the win rate on this. I'm not sure how that. I don't know if that would actually work. I'll figure it out. I might try to do that to see so that we can see everything here that we're seeing on Tradeify without having to even open up Tradeify. We could just see everything right in this window here. So like right now, I don't have to open up my Tradeify account if I don't want to, just to see what's going on. I know exactly what's going on already. I already know how many days I won. I know. So just double click right there and it shows me everything. I mean, 930 on on day 1, 653, 463. So yeah, I might add in that win rate, so we don't have to even worry about going over to that. Not the win rate is really not that important, to be honest with you. I shouldn't say it's not that important. It's more of it's more how would I say? I think it's relevant It's relevant because I've seen people who have like a 30% win rate, but their counts are large, you know. So this is why I kind of feel like it's not that important. It's really about the strategy that you're doing. But if you do have a great strategy and you have a high win rate, I mean, that to me is also impressive. Um, and then also your account is large. That makes it like, wow, this is impressive. If you have you know, do the research and you'll see that most people are like at 30, 40%. That's most people's consistency rate, win rate. Um, is about 30, 40%. That's the average person's win rate. A person that is pretty good, they say 50, 60%. And then a person that's like in a high tier areas is 70 to 100%. So right now it's saying that we're in a high tier, um, we're high tier because we're at 80, what was it, 83%, 88%? Let me see. 85%. We're at 85% win rate. So that tells us we're high tier.
That's
Yes,
great.
the numbers are low right now, but as we keep on building, if we stay with this strategy, it's just stay consistent because our consistency should also be consistent of our wins. So as long as we're sticking with this strategy, it should stay within this 80% win rate, which it is. It is a 80% win rate. On you know, I already got huge amount of stats off of this strategy. I already have information on my spreadsheets. I already know what this win rate is. I have it documented of the trades that I've done off this strategy and other strategies. So we already know that this is already 80% win rate. This is over 50 trades. So we're in a high tier traders. That's what this is saying. We're high tier traders, and that's what you're trading with high tier traders right now. The only downfall of our trading is our own human nature and our emotions. And most people are high tier traders. It's just your emotions get the best of you to make you not a high tier trader, to where you can't prove it. You have no stats to prove you're a high tier trader because you allow your emotions to constantly get in the way. And if you just remove your emotions, which is easy to say, it's hard for me, you know. But this is why I do things to discipline myself of writing things down, writing my quote every single day, repeating my quote every day, kind of motivating myself, making myself accountable to others. And OG Mo makes himself accountable to me, so it makes it where it keeps us in a point where we should be staying in this high tier traders and not really deviating from it, not allowing our emotions to kick in. Yeah, I wanted to take the short over here. Yes, I did. Yes, I wanted to take the short over here, but I knew what this probably could do. So why take that risk? Eliminate that risk. If you know what this possibly could do, some people can't read the charts as well, and that makes it a lot more difficult to understand that you shouldn't be getting into this trade. You know, but you already knew that we were right there at the previous low, so it's not rocket science. We're at the previous low. Do I really want to take this short? No, I'm not going to make much money on this. I'm not going to even bother this. Then over here, great, we could have taken this down to the previous lows, but there was something else in the way. There was a target there, so we had to walk away. We had to. I'm following my rules. I don't care. I don't care if I don't make $1,000 or $50 million today. All I care is about following my rules, because in the end, you're gonna find that your account is gonna get built up no matter what. No matter what, your account is gonna be over $2,000 at the end of the year because you just followed your rules. Everybody wants to get these big wins every single day, every trade, and it's not possible. It's just not. Of course, I wanted to still be in this trade here. I still wanted to be in this trade here, of course. But you gotta use some common sense and just understand the market is not gonna always do what you expect it to do. It will do what it wants to do. It will rip your throat out if it wants to. It really will. And you know it, OG Mo.
Oh yeah,
You know it.
happened a lot of times, plenty of
Too many
times.
times. Too many. To where it's like, all right, you know what? I'm just whatever the chart says I'm gonna do. And then next thing you know, you have a higher win rate because you're just doing what the chart says, other than and
Mhm.
nothing else. You're just doing what the chart says. It says to get out. I'm out. And then sure enough, what does it do? Turn around and push up. Oh wow, man! I'm glad I got out of that trade. Exactly what you're gonna say. Yeah, that's it, people. Till tomorrow, same time, same place. We're gonna make the money. We're looking for 2 trades, just like we do every day. You guys are seeing my stats, so I'm not making up anything. You see my trades, it's all live, it's all real. Uh, Nothing is phony here. It's not paper trading. This is real trades. This is real money. I'm not faking it. I'm not making it up. I can't edit this stuff. It's this. We were shooting live. I can't make things up. So let's keep on staying successful. Let's keep our stats up. Let's keep on staying disciplined, and let's follow rules. Let's get this money tomorrow. See you guys till tomorrow. Check you. I'll go Aspire out.